So this is why your neurologist is so strict about using helmets, myself included. So seizures happen very frequently in patients who have traumatic injury to the brain. Not just seizures, you can have really bad cognitive delay. A traumatic brain injury can ruin a lot of your quality of life depending on where the trauma occurs, the size of the trauma. So it's really important to always protect your brain. You can have TBI in car accidents, bike accidents, falls, blows to the head, gunshot wounds, other traumatic injuries. When I was at the VA, definitely saw this with deployed weapons. Other weaponry can also do this just with the pushback. Next, seizures that occur early after the injury within a few days are usually due to the bleeding, trauma, or swelling of the brain. These seizures can continue in life, but for the most part, they usually go away after the acute injury calms down. Once the brain calms down and has a chance to heal, these seizures can go away. But when seizures occur later in life, after the acute trauma has resolved, these are usually caused by scar tissue in the brain, and these are most likely to become traumatic epilepsy, needing long-term seizure medications. Usually this injury is higher up in the brain, closer to the cortex, not really the midbrain, but it can happen anywhere. But the important thing here is if you have seizures early in your injury, that might not continue into epilepsy, but if your first seizure happens later into the injury and the healing process, then it's most likely to become post-traumatic epilepsy. Regardless of what it is, you have to try anti-seizure medications initially. If your doctor thinks this is something that you won't need long-term, you guys can work on weaning down medications, but ultimately, if your seizures have started much after your injury, you will need medication for lifelong therapy.